from beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Dolphins in our ball game here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up a little bit. It's an RPO.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So here are the Dolphins now as they'll be backed up to start this first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'6" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it. Look at the big man rumble. The 20. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for a Jacksonville score. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson. He's probably a little angry at himself. It was his fumble, obviously, a moment ago that led to the scoop and score touchdown that has him down early.
And now we find out about the psychology aspect of being a coach. Because when you have a guy who that's just happened, some people want to take him out of the game immediately. Others say, you know something, let's feed him the ball again next series and see if he's going to be able to atone for it. Let's see what they decide to do.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it...
Oh, what a juke into space! And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They're going to look to throw. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. So this game, Charles, you know, we talked about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the stars run up the score in the first half. Backups get the play in the second. And you and I both know the funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. A give running right, Etienne. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars go up by 2 touchdowns. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it was capped off by a Travis Etienne touchdown run. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins getting set to go here. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Second down and a run by Robinson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. He'll take a shot here for Patton, and that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert, he'll take a shot here for Patton. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
That's what I like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there of forcing a loss on that play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. A quick slant to Hill. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Looking to throw. He'll check this down to Hines. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards left on 2nd down. On the counter, this is Robinson. The 30. 10. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. James Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that'll make it a score of 15-7. Drive there of just 4 plays. Run there in the end to top it off. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he returns this to the 22. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? He's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And you know what they want to do? They want to keep the cover, what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that play and be one guy at a time.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Herbert. He'll take a shot here for Patton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. 78 yards as his guys are able to extend their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now we get Tyreek Hill and the rest of the Miami offense back out there.
Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, going on with their offense, kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, the good stuff, you got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that timing, change things up a little bit, and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Try to make them uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. They'll drop to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things away and go to those plays right away. It'll be fun to watch. And
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. You're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they get the focus back.
Following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Patton. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. Etienne up the middle. Finding space at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his man complete. That's Lawrence. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll look to throw again. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
Back to throw again. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. As for pass, up and good. They're winning 7 now, 28-21. So just about touch remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. He'll take a shot here for Patton.
And this one is incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line.
So we are at halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. A play fake and now Herbert to throw. He finds his receiver left side. This is Patton. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the save. Now it's 3rd down.
They try to go with a little play action here, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack on offense. Sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation. Run and punt the football or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Tight end goes in motion left. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
In motion, the tight end. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
He'll take a shot here for Patton. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead.
And that's on Austin Jackson, first-round pick in 2020. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, complete. That's Lawrence. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll set up to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll run this one right with Robinson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback. I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. James Robinson with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. They cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Jaguars back with it on offense. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Now ETN to start the drive. They'll get this to the 24, and it's second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it.
Back now in Miami as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They snap it to Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the Jaguars first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. Again, Herbert. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. This to Hines on the drop-off. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He is going to find Hill here. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Robinson up the middle. Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. They'll look to throw again. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick slant. Tyreek Hill with it. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. James Robinson, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again in the fourth. That should come by Bass. Good. Now things get more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Herbert on first down now. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense. And the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Just a yard on the pickup there. They'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Herbert going to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. So after the pick 6, they'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Jags down by 7, and time a huge factor. Their long win streak in great peril as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very petty decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go, just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you don't worry about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. A 4th down, they felt compelled to go for it, and he throws the INT.
Yeah, he knows that you can't take a sack there, so he had to try and force one in. Now, this might not be a throw he makes it for in the 2nd quarter, but he had to take the chance there, and this one wound up being intercepted.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete...
Nobody way. We're the ones who started with it. Translation: Yanni had to buy Yanni a Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we're lit.